Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently working on getting our duchies, our capital duchies, set up correctly. We're a ways away from that, I feel like, but a number of our castles are actually really close to being capped out. I do think ultimately we're probably going to change around Medina a bit to, like, I don't know. Having the siege works makes this really awkward for me. I think we're probably going to avoid building the siege works overall. That said, royal armories, yeah, the all holdings in this duchy levy size, that is still quite valuable. I think that is the way that we're going to go here. We're going to avoid the siege works. We're going to build a royal armories as usual, and we'll see how that feels. How does it feel to have siege weapons that don't have any real buffs to them? If we don't like it, we can always make changes. We've got this Liberty faction here. What do we got going on with this guy? We have this daughter. And he also has a daughter. Do we have a son? I mean, we've got our player heir. We've also got this guy. That seems doable. So we'll get rid of that. Fantastic. We're going to have a succession issue, aren't we? A little bit, yeah. Okay. Noted. We'll cross that bridge when we're a little bit less healthy. We are obese, of course. Can we lose weight? Now we can. Beautiful. So that does bump up our stress. We can indulge in food. No, we're not going to do that. I think we should consider possibly holding a hunt here. Oh, that's expensive. I don't want to spend huge amounts of cash at this moment. Okay, we do need to bump up our control level up over here. That's definitely a thing that we need. So we'll work on that, and as far as getting this done, for the time being, we're not planning on having any men-at-arms stationed there, right? I mean, we are going to be getting a new men-at-arms soon. So, we need to consider, is this going to be a second unit of onagers? What is it going to be? Because we are currently exposed to household soldiers. So that's 19 years out, but we should start planning it now. What would we go for? A second unit of light horsemen? Or perhaps bowmen? Or maybe even pikemen, if we want to counter some cavalry. Is there much cavalry in this area? Like, there's nobody really strong around us at this moment. What do you have? Cataphracts? That's something that we're going to have to contend with eventually. So pikemen may not be the worst idea there. And we know that pikemen were boosted by something. Station siege weapon effectiveness plus 20% just from bumping up our castle type. Okay, that's interesting. That's definitely noted. That is on the same level as the level 1 siege works. So this can get up to a plus 80% bonus. Interesting. But I don't think we're going to do that. So, heavy infantry here from tower houses. If we were to replace this, we would look for possibly something like barracks for the spearman damage. I think spearman is maybe the way to go here. If we want to counter cavalry. Do we want to counter cavalry? Quite possibly. So in that case, I think that we do replace this with barracks right now. So we'll do that for the moment. We're constructing in all of these locations. We'll handle this issue personally. Sure, show this guy in his 50 gold in. I love it. Mecha is currently maxed out for our current tech level. So is Altair. We would love to get another domain limit here. But I don't believe that's something we can do. This is maxed for our tech level. This is maxed. This is maxed. This is not maxed. And of course we need to upgrade these farms and fields eventually. We should do that. Okay. So we're getting really close here to being ready to start to build additional holdings. Ah, a surprise birthday party. Sure. We'll take the big one. We did just lose a trinket. What do we want to put on here? The prize ring is fine. That was already on, I guess. Trinkets. What do we want? Bedouin treaties would be learning lifestyle experience, not really what we're looking for. Powerful vassal counselor tax contribution. Now this is intriguing. Temple construction cost reduction. It would require repairs. But that seems reasonably fine. Would cost 38 gold to repair. Do we want to have this hyena fang equipped? And this mysterious puzzle. We can probably replace both of these. Powerful vassal tax contribution. And then finally, what else would we go for? Just prowess and prestige? We wouldn't actually get the monthly martial lifestyle experience because we're not in the martial tree. But we could do something like this just for the prowess, I suppose. That's theoretically doable. Probably not great. Sure, we'll pardon this guy. Okay. So that's all looking good. We have additional upgrades that we can do here and here, as well as here. Here. Everything else is, I think, maxed out for our tech level. Yes. Demand artifact. Get out of here. Our artifacts are ours. 380 gold. I'm not convinced that's fruitful. Minus 2 reasons there. And this guy stole our mysterious puzzle. How rude. Not that I think I really care about that. Bellows constructed in K-Bar. So that, of course, means that we can upgrade this barracks, and K-Bar is now maxed out for our tech level. That's good. So we're specializing this county over here into being for Spearman. We're not going to have Spearman there yet. Yeah, that's going to go for heavy infantry and Spearman. What do the upgrades on that look like? It actually could go either way, heavy infantry or Spearman. So we have an option there. And Medina is, of course, cavalry for the moment. We may end up getting a second cavalry location. We'll see. I feel like Jousting Grounds is way too specialized for buffing your men-at-arms. And this is only this holding, right? It's not like your entire duchy. So I feel like Royal Armories are the way to go. All holdings in this duchy would be much better, broadly speaking, I think. Yeah. I don't really like the this holding bonuses in the duchy building, personally. I think that could use another design pass, but we'll see. I would much prefer the duchy buildings be based around something like the Royal Armories, but all holdings in this... Like, I'd like to see a version of this that is specialized towards all holdings in this duchy getting, like, this bonus or a similar bonus. And then a different version that is based around just increasing your levy size in the duchy. I would prefer that, personally. And have the duchy buildings for the military be focused on specializing the duchy, not be focused on specializing this holding. That's my problem with it. And that's why I'm kind of confused about the duchy holdings. And I feel like the duchy buildings really need to be laser focused on specializing the duchy, not the holding specifically. We can extort our subjects, and we should do so. Now, where are my loyal subjects? And we'll have everyone pay. So that's a good amount of gold. What do we want to do with that gold? Well, we're initially going to go down here and upgrade this. Then we need... This is actually maxed out. This is maxed now. So the only location, I believe, that is within our personal realm that isn't, you know, these two down here, which these would eventually need to be respect. We'll work on that. But everything else is done. This needs heavy work. But I think from here, we go into here and we're going to build a city holding. We have to build a city holding because we need a temple and a city holding before we can build a castle. We will prefer to build castle holdings in this duchy, though. So we'll put in a city for now. Up here in K-Bar, we're going to need a mosque holding. So we'll put in a temple. And that will start to get these buildings going. Fantastic. We can grab War Profiteer. We can grab Detailed Ledger. I think we'll take Detailed Ledgers for the time being. Although our stress level is up, there was an argument that maybe we should go for the stress level increase. Sure, we'll get that. Okay, so we finished up our control. Do we need to work on any other control in our area? No. Beautiful. Do we need to work on any conversions? There's no faith conversion that can be done. However, cultural conversions is definitely a thing that can be worked on in a few locations. There's actually not that many, but we can work down over this way. That sounds good. We can attend this guy's wedding, this guy's grand wedding. And I think that we should attend it. It'll cost 6 gold to go. I'm okay with that. I suppose we must. So off we go. Beautiful. So we're going to attend this grand wedding with the idea of losing stress. Although it's arguable that we don't need to lose stress. A duel demanded, huh? I have no interest in either you or a fair fight. Get out of here. We can lawfully imprison our brother-in-law, or we can pardon him, and I think we'll pardon him. We're trying to keep our vassals happy right now. So that'll be fine. Yeah, our intent here is recreation. Yes. So that'll be okay. We'll be able to start another holding construction relatively soon. Probably going to continue to build in our military. Actually, we really should be building in our economic duchy. So this would be a city holding here. Yeah, we really should be building down this way. Why, you might ask? Because we need more cash. That's why. The faster we get our cash in, the faster we can upgrade all of these military structures as well. I feel like we're not exactly personally powerful enough, but we're kind of close to that. We finished swaying this guy. Why were we swaying this guy? I don't know. I have no memory of this. Okay. Was that intended to be like this guy? But I mean, we need 2 additional domain limit to hold these. So I don't know what's going on with that one. I can't wait. Okay, so we're going to have this grand wedding happening. Sounds good. Down here in Mecca, we're going to build another city holding as soon as we can. That'll be next month tick. Our stress level does come down, which is absolutely great. Any moment now, month tick. There we go. We're going to build a city there. Excited. So those people got married. Sure. I wish them luck. 20 stress, 7 stress, and diplomacy lifestyle experience. Or 500 stewardship lifestyle experience. Yes, definitely that. Beautiful. So, Golden Aplomb, we don't actually have any stress level, so that's not going to be super helpful. We're not planning on war profiteering, or rather going to war for a bit anyway. So war profiteer might not be all that useful either. We'll see. We'll just gently exit the conversation, I think. 25% chance of a diplomacy lifestyle perk? Yeah, it never ends. I'm not shocked about that. Apparently this guy becomes our best friend. Cool. We could definitely use some friends. There's no doubt about that. We'll praise the happy couple as expected. There we go. 135 stress, or, of course, we can get a bunch of opinion. And that's what we're going to do. We are mostly just trying to make everybody happier with us. And speaking of which, 500 more stewardship lifestyle experience and another friend. Wow. Okay, we're definitely making some friends here. Let's grab Golden Aplomb in case our stress goes back up. War Profiteer, we're kind of in control of whether we get a bonus from that or not. So, there we go. The Grand Wedding should be over very, very shortly here. Eager Reveler, huh? I don't really want to... oh, that's only a 1% chance of getting addicted. Oh, what's the worst that could happen? Wow. 1% chance, and we got addicted. Well, that's the worst that could happen. Wonderful. Wonderful. What do we want here? None of these are actually all that useful, I think. There better be some chicken left. Cool. So yeah, we had a 1% chance of getting that trait, and we got it. That's actually really, really crappy. Because that ended up being -2 to our stewardship, which means that we're now at 7 of 6 domain holdings. We can't really afford to give out any domain holdings. So that means that we need a wife with like 29 stewardship. Gross. Or some other way to buff up our stewardship. This guy would accept an alliance, and I think that's absolutely fine. Maybe we just sit above our domain limit for right now. It would be a little awkward. A little awkward indeed. Which holding... Is there a disabled holding right now? No. Okay. So it's just a percentage reduction. 20% levies and taxes. That is very painful. But I think it's okay. I think. Oh, we can restore accolades? What are we lacking? We'll send the Herald. Did we lose the Silver Hand again? No, we did not. What accolade can we restore? We have both of our accolades. First among the guard. Interesting. Can we see what that would actually do? Inactive accolades. Glory 70, rank 0. It's a skirmisher and tactician. So, this is now an active accolade, or he's now the first among the guard, but we're not getting the bonus, I believe. It's an inactive accolade. So we would need to, like, retire the Tiger of Al Medina. My question is, what do we actually get from Skirmisher? This tooltip is very unhelpful. It doesn't actually say. Actually, it does if we mouse over this. So, sure. Size of Skirmisher regiments +4. And Skirmisher damage, toughness, and screen. We don't actually have any Skirmishers, though. Skirmishers are light infantry. So I don't think that's actually helpful for the moment. So we'll keep it around, and maybe it'll be useful later. But I don't know. Light infantry does counter heavy infantry. Maybe. Are there any buildings that really buff up skirmishers that much? Militia camps, I suppose. Okay. Now, the awkward thing about this is blacksmiths don't really give all that much levies, right? So this definitely changes the balance of the army from the way that I used to run the army quite a lot. Because it's focused now around, like, buffing up your men-at-arms, right? Which is cool. I like that. But we have situations like this where the blacksmith does not actually give any levies at all. Which makes sense. But the cap of the number of duchies that you can hold being 2 makes that kind of interesting. You have to make some difficult choices. I'm not necessarily saying that that's a bad thing. We end up with things also like watchtowers, which are like straddling the difference there. But let's put blacksmiths in here for now. I don't know quite how I feel about this. Okay. So that's definitely requiring some thought, right? No doubt about that. Because I guess you're supposed to get your levies from your vassals at this point, which does make a lot of sense. That's how it is technically supposed to work. I don't think we're going to join this guy's hunt. Sounds dangerous. We don't need to get anything out of it. So I think we'll avoid that for the time being. And we're going to get some cash here. Actually, are we going to take stewardship lifestyle experience instead? At any cost into avaricious would be really good, but we're a ways away from that. We'll take it and work our way down this line. That will require time, though. I still can't believe that we got addicted on a 1% chance. That was very rude. Very, very, very rude. What else can we do for bumping up our domain limit? Because we do need more domain. No doubt about that. Do we want to join this grand tournament? We may not arrive in time. I think we'll just not do that. They stole our hyena paw. How rude. We didn't have it equipped, so I don't really care about that. It's fine. We have a new stewardship perk available. We, of course, take War Profiteer. Not like it's actually helpful at this moment. So let's see. This castle was the one that needed additional work. And it's currently constructing the bloomeries. Yes, that makes sense. These were all good at this point. We gained an artifact claim, but we did lose our marshal. We'll put this guy in. He's very good at the job. So that'll do for the moment. How are we doing on our holding constructions? 2 years left and 2 years left. We can probably start another one. This one's 3 years left. We're going to need a city holding down over this way. We'll get that going. Factions created against us. That doesn't look to be that big of a deal. Improved relationship. Cool. So at this point, we're going to need a temple holding out over here eventually. The durability of mysterious lamp would increase. I have no need for your help. I don't want to pay gold for that. That should be absolutely fine. We can usurp this emirate, and that is... I see. That would make us the de jure liege of this guy. War against tyranny. This is an ally situation? Okay, I'm going to just work on swaying him for now. We can't do too much there, but we can create that title. And that would be absolutely fine. First among the guard can be reinstated. Ah, okay, I see. So the Tiger of Al Medina died. We can reinstate first among the guard here. I don't want to create a new accolade, probably. Well, so we'd get Scoundrel here, Mercenary higher cost. What other options do we have? Disciplinarian. Levy maintenance and reinforcement rate. It's actually decent. Max size of Spearman regiments +6 at the end, anyway. And Spearman damage and toughness. Honestly, Pike Captain sounds pretty good. What would we get for our secondary? Probably Disciplinarian. So something like this. We'll create that accolade, and his plan is to buff up our... Because we have a buff for our Mubarazun, right? And then we would also have a buff for any spearmen that we would get eventually. We would eventually get those spearmen. So that looks good. I think that would be absolutely fine. We are preparing to get spearmen out over here, but we don't have them yet. Just to be able to counter some cavalry. Do those also counter camels? Light cavalry, heavy cavalry, camels, and elephants. Okay, cool. So that is good. I think this is a lot more focused now on men-at-arms and not so much on levies. Is what I'm getting out of this. So I'm fine with that. It's just an adjustment that I'll need to make. Cool. Accolades do lack successors. Yeah, that's true. That is certainly true. How are we doing on our construction up here? 16 months remaining. Okay. Well, with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to continue working through our constructions. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, and Lohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. Apparently, we just had a daughter. Okay, excellent. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.